So the next thing I'm going to focus on here, now we just talked about the slow flow, tight angle, okay, in the foam booth, the confined area, short area, block defeat tool. Shock lock, and then I'm going to shed or fold based off of the flow of the back while I'm controlling the blocker. The next phase is a fast flow play. Okay, a wide angle play, a perimeter play where the defender is going to be more in a crossover run component where he might not necessarily be able to have a power base to take on an offensive lineman. Okay, so then we want to use a different tool to defeat perimeter wide angle plays. And the base thing we use is the majority of people teach us and use this is the power rip, where we want to reduce the surface area. We want to dip our shoulder, rip, and then through the blocker, and then press vertical after we run past the blocker. So again, we're going to work these drills almost at an elementary level of getting used to ripping by these guys. Okay, if you do shock lock drills too much, these guys are going to want to stop and shock these guys. Okay, we really want to be able to identify the flow. And again, that's what our footwork system is built off of. That's what our tackling system and our block defeat system is built off of flows. Slow flow, fast flow, cross flow. And now we're going to focus on the fast flow perimeter power rip through the offensive lineman. So we're working through the power rip right here. Now here we're on in practice, and we want to reduce the surface area, dip our shoulder, rip, and then as we're ripping by, we want to make sure we are pressing vertical, okay, to put ourselves in position to make the play on the ball carrier. Okay, here's some examples right here. Now our defensive structure and alignment system is built that, okay, how we align up should put us in position to be able to power rip past offensive linemen, okay, that are uncovered. Okay, so right here we have a stack A alignment by our will linebacker. If they run fast flow in this direction, he has leverage on the guard where he can power rip by. If they run fast flow in this direction, he has leverage on the offensive center that he could power rip by. So either direction that a fast flow play could develop, okay, the power rip can be used. And you can see right here, he's not going to slow down and try to take on a ball carrier or on the blocker. He is going to power rip by, press vertical, and then put himself in position, okay, to make a play on the ball carrier. Here's another look at a fast flow perimeter play. Stack A linebacker, he's coming by. We want to dip, power rip through, and then put ourselves in position to beat the blocker. And then the last one right here. All right. Our alignment system, we're a stack B30 backer. Okay. If they run a fast flow play in this direction, we leverage the tackle. We should be faster than him, and we should power rip right by him to make a play on the perimeter. So it's a technique I'm sure all of you guys already teach, but it is married to our footwork flow system on what tool to use and when to use it. Okay. Now, I'll rewind here for a second. Now, another component is the power rip with a sit down. So we say sit down when we are power ripping by, just like the fold component, okay, of a back, cutting back, and not wanting to control a gap that doesn't exist. In our fast flow progression, that if it's a fast flow perimeter play and we're controlling a gap and the ball carrier cuts back, we teach to sit down at the point of attack, put pressure into the offensive lineman, okay, so we could create a brick wall on the line of scrimmage, okay, and reduce run lanes, okay, so the ball carrier doesn't have anywhere to go. Okay, when running backs cut back, the offensive line just wants to wash us by and create space and tries to create a vertical puncture lane for the running back. We combat that by, if we're controlling a gap and the running back cuts back, we don't fold because it would create too much chaos and piles. We want to sit down, create a brick wall on the line of scrimmage, okay, and hopefully the ball funnels back to us. So this is simulating a fast flow play. It simulates the running back cutting back, okay, and then we are controlling that gap. The offensive line is trying to wash us by, but we're going to put pressure on the pressure of the offensive line to sit down to reduce run lanes so the ball could be funneled back to our free hitter on the edge or back to us, okay, if he tries to puncture it through the inside of the defense. Okay, so we have a great clip right here, okay, of linebacker on a fast flow play right here, wide angle play by the running back. Mike linebacker here is power ripping by, okay? But he notices as he's power ripping by that the back is cutting back over here, okay? He's not in position to spin out and go make a play, okay? He's not going to fold. He doesn't have control of the blocker. So he's going to sit down. You can see him sinking his hips, sitting down, pressure to pressure on the offensive linemen to reduce the run lanes. And now the ball could either funnel back to me where he's making the play right here or come back to our free hitter so they can't puncture us right through the belly of our defense. So it's a great look at a fast flow play, power ripping by, okay, the offensive line. If this ball continues right here, he beat the offensive tackle, go make the play. It's a TFL, okay? But if the running back cuts back, just like how a running back could cut back in a shock lock fold component, okay, in a power rip component, we want to sit down at the point of attack, okay, reduce the run lanes, work as a team, and hopefully the ball funnels back to us as it does in this situation. But if it doesn't, okay, there should be a brick wall here where we always have a free hitter on the edge of the defense ready to make the play.